Blaze is part of the We Play Northwest Cultural Legacy Programme for the London 2012 Olympic and Paralympic Games. It works with many partners and local, national and international artists to support young people from Lancashire, Blackpool and the Fylde Coast in taking the lead as producers and creators of a vibrant programme of events inspired by culture and sport. First up this summer was the Big Game 2011 in Riddins Park, Oswaldtwistle. Art met sport when teams of players competed for the second year running in a series of newly invented, weird and wonderful games.
The Big Game 2011 are about to begin.
I got involved with Blaze first of all last year, and it was a very new thing because we were sort of put mostly in charge of things. We had to choose the artist, we had to choose the project. We'd never done anything like that before, so it was a bit daunting at first.
Oh, that looks really good.
And we decided to choose Tom Rizzotti, who is an artist from New York, and he's got a very original concept.
Tom Rizzotti is a genius behind the idea of the Big Game.
He focuses on how sport is art, which not a lot of people do, and I'd certainly never heard of that before.
It was designed to take sport out of being sporty and out of these big athletic people to be fun. And even if you lost, you had fun and you don't mind anymore because you were too busy laughing at the ridiculousness of what you were being asked to do. Whether that was steal pegs off a high-vis jacket.
Peg what?
Or asked to cross a minefield, which was just grids on the floor.
Trapdoor? Boot bounce? Anti-gravity basketball? Well, I'm proud of that, I'll admit. And I helped referee, especially.
I mean, all the teams have done fantastic today and I know they've enjoyed it, so it's brilliant.
I was helping Dan, who's obviously been the creative boss of this. I was reminding him to breathe when we were doing the Big Game.
If you need more corns, there's some in this stand.
And I was his minion, basically, but it was a good minion.
I don't mind losing remix soccer because it's well complicated. I like it, but it's complicated.
In the meetings where we had several people involved, it was mainly because if you're running it from one person's point of view, it's not going to go well. You need the input of outside people, people younger than you, people older than you, to be able to pull off a decent project.
Okay, I'll get.
On the day I was kind of head game coordinator.
Event control.
And I had to go around making sure the games were running smoothly, making sure there was no problems with any referees, if the rules were, making sure the rules were clear, and making sure everyone was having a good time, more importantly.
I've learned some things about how each game should be next year in Preston, and yeah, I think there's a really good vibe going around at the moment, and everyone's happy, which is what I wanted.
I was put in charge of a game called Movie Tag or Celebrity Tag, and I was refereeing that. At the beginning, I wore the big flagship head, which I was very honoured about because I helped to make it. So they said you should carry it. So I said okay. So yeah, that was quite fun.
Oswaldtwistle said that they wanted to take over the games.
Well, I absolutely love the thought of creating these games. And so we sat down and we said, well, why don't we split this evenly? I'll take control of the games and the events.
And we said good, because we absolutely hated creating the games. They were just like the hard part.
Well, why don't you do an opening and closing ceremony, something that was missing last year.
And it really was quite good for us to do something that we actually like for once.
So that was the crux of our work really this year, more on the artistic side of it.
Yeah, we organised the opening and closing ceremonies. We did what we love doing, making and acting the part.
At all events, teams of young Blaze bloggers use social media to keep an online audience informed of what was going on.
But this year we've come to do vlogs for Blaze Online and YPSA. So we're going to go and get on with editing films now and getting them onto the website. We've just kind of filmed loads of the events that are happening right now, so that's going to go on the YPS website and Blaze Online and Facebook and YouTube. So I create films and it shows the little films made from flip cameras, and they just show what happens throughout the day. If we're doing a project, we can hold it really high. The best thing about Blaze is that we can create something ourselves, and you get to meet other young people who have similar interests, and you can work with them and create something with them. Blaze is kind of a big program, so it takes your project and it goes somewhere where you know it's going to have a bit wide audience.
Inspired by the Olympic rings, the 360 Degrees Challenge saw 15 young people make a cycle tour of Lancashire. Along the way, local young producers and artists treated them to art, food and creative activities.
The bike ride was really a challenge for us. When I got told that there's a 360 challenge, because when you say cycling, you think exercise, and I didn't exactly like the idea, but I'm glad that I volunteered. The ride itself, the physical part, was for the first maybe 2, maybe 3 days, it was really hard because it was just hills on hills.
Because the first day was absolutely awful because all those hills and everything. I just pushed through it and got on, and I was really proud of myself, to be honest.
Being away from home and all my friends, it was really hard because my friends and my family mean a lot to me.
And she's my pillow.
It wasn't that bad. I didn't really miss home. I don't know why, but it's because I was so preoccupied with all the adventures that we were doing. And then I made so many new friends that it was fine. The first day was a bit meh because I didn't really know anyone. But after that, it was absolutely fine and I loved it.
The people that I met on the 360 they were just amazing.
Well, I don't really like meeting new people, but I thought I'd do it. To raise money for charity. Corey. I was gonna quit last night because it was too hard, but I'm gonna carry on because I'm doing it for charity.
I really got close to some people such as Tom and Jack G.
Who wants brewing, who doesn't?
And the first time I saw him, which was in Preston, in the meeting before, I turned around to my youth worker and I said, if I have to spend 6 days with them two, I am going to go crazy. And surprisingly, we are really good mates.
We put our differences behind us, you know, if someone oh, I don't like him and ever, no one was like that at all, and everyone was just getting along with each other, just getting through it, and it was a really good day. I'll never forget it for the rest of my life.
There was Sav, who I was also really close to.
She is my official pillow. She's really comfy. Look, truffle, shuffle.
I still keep in touch with Halim and Leon and everything, and we went to the cinema about a week afterwards.
Hopefully tomorrow as well.
The hill's way too steep.
So we decided to walk this bit.
Yeah.
Which is still tiring. I've been able to teach myself to carry on even if I can't do it. I've just gone through it and got it over with, which is something I couldn't do before. And I now think more of others as a team rather than I did, because I was more before I had to look after myself, but now I'm just everyone's there to pay attention to them and make sure they're okay.
A couple of people struggled, so I just thought instead of everyone just leaving them, I'll stay back and give her a bit of confidence, you can do it. And it pulled through. She was beating me up at hills by end of the ride line. It was a good day.
We're going to the quarry, the mountain bike, big trail thing to check it out, but unfortunately we're not allowed our bikes on there because we're not insured, which is a bit contradictory in my mind, seeing as we are doing a bike challenge. what I learned on the 360 is that what you want to happen is that you have to make it happen. You won't get everything in life on a plate and just given to you. The 360 made me realise that life ain't just one big dream. It's a big world out there which you have to go and explore.
Last bit, we all had the hype, we all had the energy, we just ran for it, and we ended it all on a good note, and we've all enjoyed ourselves. Yeah, it's been a good 6 days.
Meanwhile, elsewhere in Immortan, rehearsals had started to build a funky big band around the trusted Blaze boom bike.
It's going really well so far. We've got through loads of pieces and everybody's having so much fun and it's a really good project.
No matter where we're playing, we've always got music stands in front of us, music on it, and we're just reading from it. So it's weird now to have to try and remember it all, and along with remembering it all, moving at the same time. But it's a good challenge.
It's good because if I wasn't in the band, then I'd be looking for something else to do, like that's to do with music. So it's good that I've got. It's not just me who's like doing stuff. I'm with a group of like-minded people, so it's great for me.
Young people from Pennine, Lancashire produced the Urban Culture Jam in Accrington. A fusion of live music, DJs, dance and fashion workshops, urban sports and graffiti art.
Yeah, well the planning lasts for 3-4 months. Every 2 weeks we had a meeting. Met up with Spearfish from Manchester.
Was the stage going in the same place?
Exactly the same place, because where else are you going to put it?
And we spoke about what we actually want in the event, what sports are going to happen, how the event's going to run, what's the day's going to be like and that.
There's bands on throughout the whole day and there's like different workshops with young people, like graffiti workshops, dance workshops, stuff like that.
Because we're the young people, we know what other young people might want there. We've got BMXing for the main, which is one of the main events, and graffiti is going to be on throughout. We're having skateboarding, maybe some inline rollerblading, and scootering's new to it this year, so is free running.
This year they've decided to bring us into it to build an obstacle that we can use and work with to do free running.
We're building the obstacles that we're going to be using for the Urban Culture Jam for our workshop.
Zeds is the main architect and graffiti artist that's created all the designs for it.
He took all our ideas, put them all as much as he can into one, and now we're here to build them over the next couple of days.
We met up in Accrington a few weeks ago and we sat down and it basically just designed some brief drawings, some brief 3D drawings, and then we give ideas to add to it and take off it to make it more to how we feel it, so then we can get used to it for when we do our show. When you're going into free running, you're using at least 5-10% more of your muscles and your brain, so it's actually really good for your body as well.
You just got a clear mind basically, and you'll do anything more or less.
It's like going from A to B in an extremely creative way.
The girls of the Youth Centre have been doing fashion workshops.
I'm doing a Lady Gaga outfit and making it look big, so on the catwalk it'll stand out. Sissy being so enthusiastic about the work that we are actually doing, and just the mood board, and made me think, well, I really enjoy it and I want to do more of it.
That's my scheme that I'm going off with all these colours and that, because I'm a bit weird.
The new model. The new model.
It was amazing, I really enjoyed it. It was a bit nerve-wracking at first because of the outfit I've got, but I really enjoyed it at the end.
Having this event just feels right.
I think it's making people more aware of different sports, and aware that graffiti isn't just tagging on a wall, it's basically art.
Yeah, people see us as people walking around with hoodies, they think it's all vandalism, but when events like this come, they just look at it and you think, are they the same people that do it on the streets, and why is it so different? So it's promoting what we do in a way.
At the Urban Culture Jam, the Boom Bite Big Band made the first appearance of their Blaze tour.
It was very tiring and kind of very challenging as well, but it was really good fun. We just spent the whole time kind of making up new music but it was really relaxed as well at the same time, I would say. So it wasn't very strict or anything, we could kind of use our own creativity.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for taking the time to listen. And if you've been with us from the start, thank you. And if you've just joined, you've missed a lot. But still, thank you very much.
I don't know what I was expecting really, so I don't know, I wasn't really expecting this, but I was expecting something sort of a little bit crazy, because I knew about the whole boom bap thing, so I was expecting
In Blackpool Winter Gardens, the Under the Town Festival brought together the best in young people's music, fashion, film and dance. Produced by local young people as part of their Arts Award.
I'm Publicity Director.
It was amazing, the concept of inventing a festival and organising it yourself is every young creative person's dream.
I was creative director, so I overlooked the whole areas that the others were doing.
I was a fashion show and visual art director, and I picked the clothes for one of the fashion shows, which was the charity shop one.
It's going great.
And I was a model myself.
I was a music coordinator, so I found all the bands online and picked the best local bands and asked them to come, and they'd play for free. All of them they weren't bothered about being paid, they just wanted to go there because it was at the Winter Gardens. I kind of wish that I listened to all the bands live before I picked them. I think that next year we'll have a better set list. I've gained a lot of confidence, being able to talk to, guys that are in bands and that are they're really scary.
But it's scary.
It's still scary. We're really excited about Under the Town. Oh my god. Well, she's nervous, but
I've learnt to listen more and to accept other people's opinions and different aspects of what they think. Because when we were planning the festival, there was lots of different ideas and we all wanted different things. So as a creative director, I had to learn to listen and combine the ideas to come up with a new one.
Oh, I'm Laura.
I can work quite well in a team, and that I can present quite well.
Yeah, and it's nice to be able to have people that are interested in the things that you are, and you get to meet the people that have the same ambitions and interests, and that want to do as well as you want to do yourself.
The Under the Town Festival is an event created by young people.
And you were really important. If you were because we're a lot younger, if you're doing it with an older team, then they wouldn't really take you seriously and you'd just be a small voice. But with our group, we were the important ones, even though we were younger. But
I hope that Under the Town gets bigger and it'll be the coolest thing around.
At the end of summer, participants from all Blaze projects met up in Blackpool to take part in Ride the Lights.
What's it like? It's good.
Yeah, it's great, I love
we
it.
didn't anyone with myself, and it was really good.
Under the Town, that was amazing, totally different, loved it.
It's friend making, it's team working, it's everything that's needed around Lancashire.